McDermott here, talking about week 2 of the 2020 season, and Carroll Kuemper. And I think your boys are probably going to be looking for a way to kind of rebound after last week and redeem themselves a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Two evenly matched teams, Carroll Kuemper and us, both teams looking for their first points of the year. Carroll Kuemper ended up playing South Central Calhoun, who I think is rated number 2 in 1A. We ended up playing Underwood, who was rated number 4 in 1A. So very similar teams, very similar in style. So it should be an even ball game.
What kind of was the most impressive stat from Underwood's standpoint against your team last week?
Well, I thought defensively, we played pretty well, even though it doesn't necessarily look that way on the scoreboard or, somewhat statistically. We managed to get 2 turnovers. We only had 1 turnover offensively, but that turnover ended up, really hurting us with a pick 6. So not only did we turn the ball over, but we gave up 6 points on the play. And that's something with our defense, who I think, played pretty well, that we're looking to try to eliminate. And that's those miscues that put a lot of pressure on our defense. Our punting game wasn't very good. We gave up, some real poor, field position. And, our defense, it doesn't matter who you are. If they only have 30 yards to score, it makes it pretty easy for the other team.
Yeah, they say football is often a field position game, and it certainly was last week. What is some of the things you're working on offensively this week?
Offensively, we're more concerned this week just about ourselves. We're trying to put together the pieces on the O-line, what 5 guys are going to work best together. We've been working on our run game, obviously, with the lack of a run game last week. And that's a credit a little bit to Underwood also. They had some big guys up front. But we're more worried about ourselves and how can we move the chains. We don't necessarily have to score every time we get the football, but we do need to get a couple first downs to flip that field position and help our defense out. So offensively, we've been really focused on, hey, what can we do well, and now let's go do it. Special teams, same way. We have to make huge improvements in a short amount of time now for us to be effective. And our special teams, I thought last week, were non-existent at times. Defensively, like I said, I thought we played well.
Okay. Used 2 quarterbacks last week, Garrett and Caden. Anybody really standing out at this point?
No, not at this point. We're going to kind of stay with that system here just to kind of see who can separate themselves, in the quarterback scenario.
Yeah, Garrett and Caden. So.
Yeah, between Garrett and Caden. Garrett, just has a better command of the offense and is better in getting us in and out of the huddle. Caden's still working on those things, and he just needs to sharpen up some of his skills at the quarterback position as well.
Okay. Anybody you'll be looking to get the ball to more often this week?
Yeah, Corey Parrott is back as a running back for us this week. Senior, he didn't play last week, but he's looked really good in practice and really good in fall camp. We're anxious to see what he can do with the ball. We moved Colin Molnex out to the receiver so he can be a little bit more effective and just focus on playing on the edge along with Grant Sturm and Joe Weaver. So we think we've got some of the right guys in the right positions now.
Okay. What about Carroll Kuemper? Who are their studs? Who are some of their players?
Well, they got a returning quarterback that played a little bit last year. He wasn't their starter, but as the season progressed, he ended up playing quite a bit. He's back. They've got a running back. They've got a nice couple running backs. They're very similar to us. They're going to try and run the football first and then use some play action off that run. So that's going to be the key for our defense. And their defense is really set up like ours. They're playing a 4-4, cover 3. So like I said, we've really focused on just improving ourselves.
Okay. What's going to be the key difference in this game?
Well, it's really going to be, turnovers. Last week I thought we did a decent job of not turning the ball over, but when we do turn it over, we can't give up good field position or scores. Defensively is getting some turnovers. We need some more. We need to score off of them, and our defense is capable of doing that. But it's going to be, the big thing is going to be, how much did we improve on offense and how much did we improve on special teams this week? And we need to make a giant leap there.
All right. We'll see where